Alright, hello all you crazy people out there, this is Dragonite, and you may recognize this project. It's one I did a while ago about making a tower defense game. And I'm not going to actually be making a tower defense game in this video. Instead, I'm going to be using this project to demonstrate a functionality and to show you what happens when you try to import old projects into GameMaker Studio 2. So let's see, I did want to make this a couple days ago, except unfortunately work schedules prevented me from actually getting the chance to do that. Um, let's see, so I am going to go into, let's see, I'm going to find the location of this Tower Defense Week 10 project, and I'm looking for that project.gmx file, or GMZ, alright, I can use either. I have not tested this out beforehand, so I basically doing this blind. I want to show what my impressions of it are, rather than like make a tutorial. So let's see, it's going to bring up a save as dialog, and I would like week10.yyp to be overwritten. And let's see, this does require the professional license for GameMaker Studio 2. So here we are. It's going to take a minute to import. This isn't a terribly complicated project, so it shouldn't take too long. It's also not the best tower defense game engine, but we won't talk about that right now. It will generate this compatibility report, and let me just read through this. I have heard that this was going to be included when you try to import old projects into GameMaker Studio 2, but I haven't actually seen what information it includes. Draw set color has the same name as a built-in a thing. Okay, so I'm going to go, where is this? Controller.draw64. Alright, let me find controller object, and it's going to, I believe that's the draw event. Come on, GameMaker, open up. This is one very major complaint about GameMaker Studio 2 that I have. I won't harp on it too much, but my computer is a literal potato, and GameMaker Studio 2 does not run very well on potatoes. Even if I wasn't recording, this would be taking a very long time to like execute. And I don't know if there's a low latency version, like setting, that you can turn on. Or, let's see, I wanted to go into, what was it, draw event? Draw GUI? Yeah, okay, so did I really not use curly braces here when I originally wrote this? Let me just change that, because curly braces are good, and I know that the game will compile without them, but they're good to have on hand. Now, why was that? I thought it said go to the oh, draw set color has the same name, so I have to. It's not going to throw an error, but it's going to. All right. I don't know what that was doing. Oh, I see it added a couple new functions. These definitely were not the same as the old functions. Let's see. So hash to new line. Okay, so if I were to just take out this part, would this is what the like basic string function has been turned into, and without it, will you actually not show like the pound sign as a new line? I want to know that, because I've actually never seen this before, and that's cool if it gives you the option to not have to mess around with what was it? You can hear me tapping my desk trying to think of the name. The escape sequence, the backslash character. All right, seriously, computer, this is not okay. All right, so this is actually a new function, and it looks like it just does the same thing as the old string function. And I guess if you don't include that, then let me just copy and paste this into all of the hash to new lines, because I don't really need it, because I am actually trying to display a hash, pound sign, number sign, whatever you want to call it. So I can just get rid of all these, and it should just show like wave number and stuff like that. All right, so I've made my way through a couple of these. It's also complaining about draw set color in a couple other events, although I don't really want to go and mess around with that. I do want to, like, since it didn't actually throw a syntax error or anything like that, I just want to run the game and see what happens. It looks like game speed set to 60, add a compatibility script for instance create, which would of course be a like instance create at depth, or whatever the new function is called. Yes, that is something that I have seen a lot of people very confused about, is that instance create no longer exists. It's been replaced with instance create at depth. Global object depths, that's a new one. Let me go into compatibility. These are the existing ones, no? Oh wait, no, I can expand this. Hello. Expand today. Thank you very much. Alright, so instance and object. There's object get depth and instance create. And to be perfectly honest, I could probably just change all the instance creates to instance create at depth on my own. But I just want to open this up and see what it does. I don't want to actually change anything. And then I'll run the game. I promise. I'll probably have like thrown an annotation somewhere at where I first imported this project to like a timestamp where I would just be running the game in case you don't want to see me messing around like this. But this is going to be okay, so first it's going to be it's going to be getting the depth for an object, and then it's just going to be creating the object at that depth. So if I really wanted to, I could let's see, I could just do this to take out one line of code. Anyway, enough messing around. As I have said, there are no syntax errors detected, which is good. I'm going to run the game. Did I hit run? I didn't hit run. Either that, or as I was complaining about earlier, my computer is such a potato that it can't run the game. Yeah, this is going to take a moment. I'm going to edit this out. Alright, here we are, and it looks like it actually ran without causing any errors, which is very impressive. I didn't actually have to change anything aside from going and like looking to see what compatibility scripts do. Let's see, I'm going to go and do I not have enough money? Now I have enough money to actually go and buy new towers. So it works. It really wasn't that bad. This is, of course, as I said at the beginning, a very simple project. There's not a whole lot of code. There's not a whole lot of anything else, really. I'm gonna let things through, aren't I? Yeah, I'm dead. For the most part, it looks like it adds the compatibility scripts for you, which I was actually initially expecting to have to do on my own, as I did in GameMaker Studio when importing projects from GameMaker 8. That's very nice. As I said earlier, I have noticed a couple bugs when it comes to like the GameMaker Studio 2 IDE, since it's like new and everything, but the import old project functionality so far looks very, very good. Obviously, if I were to like try and import my main 3D Pokemon project into GameMaker Studio 2, I'm sure it would have many more issues than this, especially with the 3D and all. But honestly, that's to be expected. I may try doing that someday just to find out what happens. Anyway, if you have bought the GameMaker Studio 2 professional license yet, and if you have tried importing old projects into GameMaker Studio 2 yet, definitely let me know what you think. For now, my name is Dragonite. I hope you found that interesting, and I will see you all later.